Hey, Patrick here from Half Cheetah Will View. We are here with another review. Um, Today, we are taking a look at 2021's April, which was written and directed by Darren James King. Um, I've actually done, several reviews of Darren's work. I think he's easily one of the top 25 best directors I've seen since I've been doing reviews. I've got almost 600 reviews. He's definitely in the top 25. He just gets progressively better and better. I've reviewed several of his films, which I'll list down below. The last one that I reviewed was Soft Hands, which was excellent. And today's movie is called, like I said, it's called April. And wow. Um, this is a very, very good movie. But I got to be honest with you, it's not for everybody. This is easily his darkest film he's ever made. Very gritty, very true to life. A lot of echoing here in America. Actually, to tell you the truth, you can see a lot of correlations. In fact, I was really blown away by how actually too close that's the crime scene in Britain is compared to America. It's not that far different, not as much as you think. They might not have the overwhelming firepower that American people have here, thugs, gangs, cops, whatever, but they definitely got the violence quota on tap and the drug quota. Darren does an excellent job at portraying that. The one movie I will mention that this probably reminded me close to anything was probably Menace to Society. It's probably the closest thing you can think of the same parallels. A young man named Miles, played by Neal Ward. He's a gangster in London, and he works for a man named Grant. And he's a drug dealer. He's a pimp. He also grooms young women to smuggle drugs and to end up getting hooked on drugs and then working for Grant. Neal is not a nice man at all. He goes around, he hangs around with other lowlives, and they're looking for, he does odd jobs, gets paid. He and they pick out girls from other girls that they've already turned. They either got them hooked on drugs or the money, or both. And we're supposed to see that he's supposed to be fighting himself, like he knows he wants to get out, but he makes really no effort to get out. He really doesn't. He gets told to turn this new girl, high school girl named April, and so that's his assignment, is to turn her, to groom her for her sex trade. And her friend is Chloe is told to help make that happen. We meet Miles's parents, his family. You can see where he got a part of responsibility, part of his upbringing. His dad is very abusive and a bully, and even though Miles is a pretty tough guy, and he is, he's still thoroughly intimidated by his father. His father still can still intimidate him, but he's hell on wheels with everybody else. He hangs with a crew, including another gangster named Tommy, who's actually played by Darren himself, and he does a great job too. Darren's a good actor as well as he is a director. We see Miles go to the different areas of his life, including going to see the mother of his son, who's played by the lovely Kelly Goudie. Of course, she has a very pivotal scene in this film, and she kills it, absolutely kills it. And actually, I think she actually came out the best when it came down to kicking Miles's ass, as far as that goes. Well done, good job. So the story wants to establish Miles as a guy he's in so deep, but he wants to get out, and he's looking for a way out, and he doesn't really find any purpose in life until He meets April, who's a 17-year-old schoolgirl. He's 27. So there's, he's got strikes against him. When finally Chloe comes up and tells April what's really going on, um, Miles tries to do the one decent thing he can. He tries to make himself look like a total asshole and hopefully to scare her off. He allows himself to get caught in a compromised situation. Then he acts completely insane afterwards. But he knows that he's not going to be able to get out unless he gets rid of his handler Grant. So he decides to have a showdown with Grant. But before he does, he deals with his father. And that's probably the only part of the film that I actually like as far as his redemption goes. It's probably the only part of the film that I actually was like going, yeah, I'm okay, I like this guy for this amount of time. And then he goes to negotiate with Grant to get out of the gang, to get out of the way of life, the life that he's in. The problem with this movie, and this is not, I don't know if this is a problem per se, the movie's dark. It's very 70-ish at all. It's very 1970-ish, and that is, it is dark. And it's like if you saw Menace to Society, well, you can pretty much know what's going to happen. The problem is with this movie is that Miles is completely so unlikable. I mean, you can't feel for him. You can't get on his side. You can't sit there and say, God, come on, dude, you can make it, because he's despicable. He's brutal. He's sadistic. He's just like what his father is. There's no, he grabs April, he grooms her, and then at the last minute, after all the damage has already been done, and then he tries to play like, okay, maybe I'm not, maybe I don't want to do this to this girl. Well, if he was having a conscience before, he shouldn't have done it at all. He should have went to war with Grant before that. It's a great performance by Neal Ward. He definitely knocks it out of the park. He's definitely the light of the movie. It's extraordinary writing by Darren James King. His character, we're not supposed to like him, and he succeeds. But if we want him if we want to root for him to actually like get up and wake up and actually have a conscience to lead the life that he's been living, we needed to see it a lot earlier in the film. We don't, and that's the only thing is though. It's like he's been struggling. The rest of the supporting cast is excellent as well. Some familiar faces for me to be in here. Dean Kibley's in here. He plays a loan shark. He does a great job. The gentleman who plays Grant is really good as well. That would be Sean Earl McPherson. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He was pretty menacing. I could definitely see why Miles was having a little bit of a time out, but yeah, he gives a really good performance as well as the Kingpin. Like I said before, I really thoroughly enjoyed this film. I thought it was well done. It captured the grit of the city, London. I'm thinking it's London. The emotions that run through all the characters ring true. It was well casted and well acted, as all of Darren's movies are. This is an independent film, but it has much bigger ambitions. And there's some time and some real thought that goes into everything in here. The movie's an hour and a half long. It's rated R for violence and graphic language, drug use. I highly do recommend it, though I will be honest with you. Like I said before, this is a great watch. If you're into gangster films, yes, this will be a awesome film to add to your collection. As a dramatic film, this is a really good film, but it's a hard film to watch. I don't see a lot of repeat viewings. It's hard. It's a hard movie. It's like Crystal. It's beautiful to look at, but hard to the touch, right? So overall in all, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought I think it's a keeper, and me and the Cheetah, we give it a thumbs up and a paw up, and well done, sir. If you like what you hear, please. I'll leave all the description down below. We'll also be talking to the director of the film, Darren James King. We will be talking to him next week on the 15th of December at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be interviewing him to talk to him about his career, including April. And so if you guys want to come back and see what his process was in making this film, please do so. I'll leave a link down below. You could also check out the link on my channel as well. All right, that's it for us. If you like what you heard, please please hit the sub button. We're only 37 away from 5, so we need a big push. And hit the bell, let you know whenever we drop a new review, and drop a comment down below as well. I will leave the trailer as well. I don't have the movie per se because it's a screener, so I don't have a copy to show you what it is. But I will put the thumbnail of the cover of the movie. Hopefully down the line, when the movie gets a distributing deal, maybe I can get a physical copy. But for right now, I can only tell you that that the movie's good. I saw it as a screener, and I will try to get a physical copy. All right, that's it for us. I will talk at you soon. Peace.